Will you harmonize with me?
Welcome to episode 7! Woo! Today we're talking about the Crystal Biggie Gold and Black, the Cookie Cat Crew, the Snuge, the Mossy, Tara McPherson, Stella and Flux, and the brand new toy from Kidrobot that's called the Bhunny.
So lots to talk about, and what do we want to start with?
Let's start with the Cookie Cat Crew.
Okay.
Woo! Thank you to everybody that picked up the orange Tony the Tiger edition that we just dropped last week.
Yes.
It was super hot. Everybody loved it. Thank you again. You should be receiving them by now. They've all gone out. There's a couple left, so if you want one, jump online and get one. There's not many, so be quick.
Thank you for the support. Thank you.
The next one is the Blue Angel, which is going to drop with Tenacious Toys.
I like it when you call it Angel Blue.
The Angel Blue edition.
The blue is the open edition, so it will be available from various retailers, but Tenacious Toys is getting it first, and that will be dropping in the not too distant future. If you follow them on Instagram, you'll get all the details for that.
And then there will be the
Nighthawk.
Oh, Nighthawk, not Nighthawk.
Nightwing edition, dropping with our friends at Strange Cat Toys. Follow them for more information.
Strange Cat Toys on Instagram. Details coming soon on when that drop is happening.
So let's talk a little bit about the Cookie Crew, the Cookie Cat Crew.
Done cookies for a little while now in various forms. You did some like Jamie Dodger ones. You did a couple of different types of cookies. But the original resin versions of these, I think, were for Planet
Sparkles,
Rainbow Sparkles last year.
Cool.
Yeah, this type of cookie.
This style of cookie was I was when I did it first. Yeah, so there was a set of I think it was 10 resin ones.
Yeah, there were 5 sort of pinky ones and 5 sort of bluey ones.
Take it on from there and get it into production. You know what I mean? So it was good designing the whole thing. It was such a cool process. So yeah, from ZBrush to in your hand. We just need them to smell of cookies.
So this release was really, really exciting for us because it's the first time that we're changing the head sculpt on the new platform. And so it's exciting to see the pieces together. And we've just been talking a lot about how good they look together and also how cool it is that you almost can't really tell that it's the same body in some ways. Like they look really different with different heads on.
Different heads, but also just the different paint applications. And it, at first glance you think these are totally different toys, but you line them up and you get them in sort of a row and they start to look not uniform, but they...
It's just nice starting your collection, you know what I mean? And you've got that similar sort of style. I like it, man.
So we have more head sculpts on the way.
Yes, lots of things happening.
But anyone who's into the can box, we got more colorways coming out real soon.
Get a Canva, get a Cookie Crew.
Moving right along
Moving on.
to what's happening this week.
We have a party.
We do. We have a party that we're gonna dance like this. Miranda's actually providing the music for the party, and she's just gonna be snapping slowly.
Dancing.
This Friday at 89 Crosby Street in Soho, we are doing our giant big Poppa party, and we're super excited.
Woo!
It's super exciting. As the weeks have gone on, we've been telling you more and more about what we're doing at this party, and we've talked about the gold and black biggie that we're dropping there, and we finally have one in hand to show you. And much like the classic colorway, it is unbelievably sparkly. Not fully crystallized like the other one, but really shiny and cool. And as much as we want video and photos and everything to show you how beautiful these are, you really need to see them in person, so you really have to come to the party to check it out.
You do.
Also, we'll be there, so totally a good reason to go.
It's like bouncing off my eyeballs.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm surprised actually Miranda's glasses and my glasses aren't like
No.
reacting to it.
This is not if you want full bling, then you want the classic colorway, and if you want to dip your toe in the bling,
Yes.
Just a
just a
touch.
little sparkle in your life.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're so different.
They
This
are.
one's gorgeous, just the way it is. It has all its details blinged out, and then the Kuji's just completely different. It's like a whole different animal of just covered in crystals, and it's perfect for that colorway.
There's something about the color of these crystals. I don't know if it's that they're slightly golden, but they shine a hell of a lot.
And another cool detail about this, when we talked about the classic colorway in his famous sweater, we said that they would be blinging out the mic, which they hadn't yet. And so we actually have a chance to look at that detail on this piece. And it looks like a weapon. It looks like a mace, and it's super cool. Swarovski knocked it out of the fucking park on this. They look amazing.
And like we talked about on the classic one, like with the different size crystals that they used, and that they got really specific about making it perfect. On the back of this one, they've crystallized the mass consumption text, and it's all different size crystals, so that it perfectly follows the text. It's kind of amazing.
And the stripes on his jacket and the details on his shoes. Like, his shoelaces are crystallized. It's awesome.
And you know, we've said a few times, like, we don't necessarily collect things that are covered in crystals, but these are amazing, and we're so excited to have one in our collection because it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, they're very, very
So if you want one, you need to get there early and lined up. There will be 20 of these available in this gold and black crystallized colorway. There will be $1,200, and then that will be it. So this is going to be super exclusive, super dope. Like, this is going to be the pinnacle of your Run English collection. You're going to put this, like, right at the top.
How many of the other one are there?
10.
So there's 10, and was that 20?
There's 20 of
20 of this one.
10 of the
other
classic, the fully crystallized that we showed you last week, or 2 weeks ago.
That one's going to be $3,500.
And that one's
2010.
over 4,000 crystals.
Yeah.
I just had the number. It's like 4,196 or something.
Yeah,
Oh, you have the
it's a
actual
lot.
I have
number?
the. I can tell. I can bring it up. Hold on.
This is what Sarah likes to do, is look things up on the internet.
Facts.
Facts are great. What the fuck? 4,130 crystals.
And how many
Okay, do it
crystals
one more
does this
time.
one
so I
have?
put my-
I don't know. No one told me.
There you go.
Can you imagine 4,000 crystals?
Just sitting in a
and
bin.
then you have to pick them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be tweezers and yeah.
4,000. That you'd lose your mind.
Yeah, well, I won't be able to.
You'd stop on.
They'd be all over the place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd be like,
Fuck
fuck
this.
this, and out.
I've done 2. Yeah.
The party's going to be awesome. Ron will be there to sign. He's also going to be signing his book. We're going to have special artist releases. We're going to have exclusive things that you don't know about.
That's right.
And you'll only know about if you attend the party.
Yes.
There will be the KCBC beer.
Collectible
with
beer
Ron's
can, yep.
art. All kinds of things. So make sure you're there. 6 p.m.
6 p.m. And once again, there are only 75 of the classic colorway at $200, and we don't expect them to last very long. So if you want one of those, you're going to have to line up early.
Yeah.
It's going to
Send
be
a friend.
cold. Stay warm.
Yeah, if you're not in New York, send a friend.
Send a friend.
Send a friend.
We won't tell anyone.
No, it's fine.
Wow.
Although you have to send multiple friends because they can only buy one. So you have to find a friend that doesn't want one.
Yes.
It's just happy to go for you.
Just a straight up mule.
All right.
What should we talk about next?
So, like we did a couple of weeks ago, we talked about things we do sort of on the back end that aren't necessarily releases for ourselves, but things we do work on in, collaboration with other artists. And one of the pieces we worked on last year was the Snuge with Seed Arts. And she had a couple available at Decon, but she's finally releasing the first colorway. This thing glows in the dark like crazy. It's super,
Awesome.
super cute. I really, really like this toy. I think it's very sweet. And it's fun to see something you collaborated with for someone else
Yeah.
come to life.
Yeah, so Amy sculpted and designed this, and then we helped her take it to production in China. We helped her design the box. We helped her, get all the colours right and just generally facilitate the
I
whole
like all the
project.
little gems in there.
This new Snuge colorway will be available on Amy's website on March 1st at 2 p.m. You can get her to her website through her Instagram, which is seed.arts.
I
Why?
don't know. It's awesome. It's going to be great. Go get one.
It's a really cool toy.
It's a really cool toy. Really awesome. Glad to see it making its way out in the world.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about a really cool toy that I picked up a couple of weeks ago. So this is Stella and Flux by Tara McPherson. This one's made of Safubi. This has taken a really long time to come to fruition. She made it with Circus Posterous and Tomonosuke, and I think it's been like 3 or 4 years since we first saw
a while.
sketches of it.
It's been a
Maybe
while.
even longer. So I was super excited to be able to grab one of them because they haven't been very accessible. They've only been released at like special events. So that was great. She had them on her website. They're gone now, so look out for them next time. This is the fully painted one also with bling, because there's a theme around here right now. She has her head moves, her arms move. She's got this cute little unicorn going through her belly.
How many points of articulation would you say that is, Sarah?
Yes,
27
Sarah.
and a half.
I like that you can pose it. There's no reason for it, and you could do this, and it's going through a tube. It's going sideways.
Yes.
Hey, well, I think it's awesome. I'm super, super happy to have one in our collection. Keep an eye out for the next release of these. I'm not sure when that will be. Hopefully soon.
It's very cute and very beautiful.
You should all also fly to Japan and pick up one of the Nag Nag Nags.
Yeah.
Because that would be the best thing to do right now.
And you should give it to
In
Josh
real life.
because Josh is willing to murder his firstborn for one of them. From what
true.
I've heard.
They're the
Maybe
new,
sell, not murder. I heard you would sell a child for one.
I
of
wouldn't
them.
sell a child, but the new Nag 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 collaboration with Tara that's coming out is really, really cool.
It's medical.
So,
Yeah.
and I want one.
And you
But-
have to be in Japan to buy one. It's a bummer.
That is sad.
But Tara makes amazing toys and amazing prints and everything, so we love collecting all her stuff.
TaraMcPherson.com, thecottoncandymachine.com. Check her out on Instagram, go to her website, buy all the prints and all the things. So in the last episode, we did some reviews of things that people sent us. And in the same vein, we have a brand new toy to review today.
We do.
Woohoo!
Yeah. It is the Mossy by Mumbot, released by Strange Cat Toys.
Yep.
Ooh, two of our favorite people.
We do. We like those people very much.
Yeah, we've mentioned before that we have a toy also coming out with Jade, Mumbot.
Mumbot, we do. So this is the Mossy. He's about 4 inches tall.
Who knows?
We're
not
really
very
bad
good
at
guessing.
This is part of what we like to do here at Clutter is guess the sizes of things.
It's less than a large cup.
It's shorter.
Smaller
It's
than a
shorter than a
cup.
biggie.
It's
It's
kind of
taller
full.
than a Snuge.
Smaller than a bread box.
And smaller than a cookie cat. And cookie cats are 5 inches tall, so this is about 4
4
inches
inches.
tall. So this is a really cute little figure.
Made of moss.
Made of moss. If you go back on Mumbot's Instagram, you can see all the iterations that existed of this, and we've seen paintings of it, and plushes, and 3D renders, and all sorts of stuff. So it's really nice to see it in person. I think the paint job on this is really, really nice.
Yep. I think it's really cute as a plush because it's like a marshmallowy soft
It is.
texture. So
So-
I think they kept that look with it really
Absolutely.
nicely.
Yeah, I think.
Like the texture on it makes it look squashy and marshmallowy, which is super cool.
And it's super cute, and the little details on the head, I like the leaves and the...
I like the
Very
fact
cute.
that it looks like it's been hand painted.
Yeah,
Like
the paint
little
applications are
washes.
really nice.
Good job, everybody.
So those are available now on strangecattoys.com, and they are $65 each.
Go buy one.
Go buy one. Hey, this is the second time we're filming this video today. We filmed a conversation we had earlier about our gut reactions about the bunny. We're gonna cut to it now because we can't recreate the conversation we already had. So some of our hair will be different, the lighting might change a bit, but it's just earlier today, us talking about this new Kidrobot figure.
So, the end of last week, you guys went to a special event
Yes.
in
Did.
New York City,
It was super special.
thrown by Kidrobot, where they launched their brand new platform figure called the Bhunny or the Bunny.
I think it's just
Or how
the
am
I think it's
Bunny.
just
saying it?
Bunny.
I think it's just
I like calling it the Bhunny.
I also like calling it the Bhunny, but I don't recall actually hearing anyone say it out loud at the party
No, just
at any point.
Just in
I-
whispers.
No, I didn't hear anyone
Right?
talk about it at all.
No. So for those of you who don't know, Kidrobot is owned by the company NECA. NECA recently purchased Loot Crate.
Formerly
It's
defunct Loot Crate.
Formerly bankrupt and defunct Loot Crate, but have a really big subscriber base. So
Yes.
that's an email list you want to get your
That
hands
is,
on.
yes.
So they purchased Loot Crate, and we believe this is Kidrobot's way to do licensed product on the cheap.
Yeah, I mean, it's clearly a grab for the Funko market.
Yeah,
But I
sure.
saw there's been a lot of backlash to it on the Kidrobot groups on Facebook. I
Yeah,
saw all weekend
yeah,
long.
yeah.
On Instagram, all over the place. And I was surprised Frank actually jumped in, and
He did?
he did.
What did he say?
He said, he was like, look, we do this so that we can afford to do artist stuff. It was the long and short of it.
See, I understand that as a rationale. I've always understood that as a rationale because yes, the licensed product, especially in Kidrobot's land, has really helped them drive the artist figures.
Yes.
But why do they need to make a new platform toy with Frank when they already have 5 platform designs already? At least?
I do think they were going for the idea of the big head, little body.
Oh, because a Money doesn't have a big head and a little body, or a Funny doesn't
Yeah,
have a big head
I
and
don't
a little
know.
body, or what are the other ones called with the like?
Maybe because these
Well, it's a direct pop vinyl
this is only
production.
2 parts.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I think
so,
it's-
so this is engineered in a way that has less molds,
Yes.
less vinyl.
Yeah.
It's thinner through this way, so
Yes.
the vinyl costs are cheaper. It doesn't articulate, so the vinyl costs are cheaper.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the short of it.
The direct thing to say is not even a comparison. The Dunny was created in response to the key, and the Bunny was created in response to the pop.
Right. So how was the launch party?
It was fun. I'm glad we went. I think they made interesting choices with the licenses they decided to go with for round 1. Like Bob Ross was an interesting choice. Like SpongeBob, I get.
Yeah,
Hello
well, I
Kitty,
think
they already had that license.
The
Like there's a lot of them I
SpongeBob
get.
looks the worst to me
He's got-
because SpongeBob doesn't have like a shape other than a square head.
No.
So he doesn't look good at anything
Yeah,
else.
it's
He
kinda
doesn't
weird.
look like
Yeah,
SpongeBob.
well, right. Because
Like,
they
Hello-
made the
yeah.
effort to give Bob his afro.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
why couldn't they have
Because
built
Hello
up
Kitty looks okay because
SpongeBob a
Hello
little
Kitty
bit?
Has
put a
ears.
bow on it, put some whiskers on it. You can pretty much put it on any form and you know it's Hello Kitty.
Yes.
SpongeBob SquarePants, you stick his eyes on this shape and it's like, well, what is that?
It looks like there's an episode where he turns into like a clean round sponge.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all
The
come
other-
with each other.
The other thing to note about these boxes is there is a good 2 inches of space above them that is unnecessary, but I bet this box is the same size as a Funko.
I think it's not a toy that's designed to be in our world anyway.
No.
No, it's
You know
not.
what I mean?
So
So-
are we fair to criticise it,
Yeah,
in that sense?
does it fit the bill for what it's supposed to do?
They're not,
I mean-
the only thing that I would say about that
It
is
gets kids into the scene.
yeah,
Yeah.
if
You
it
know what I
was
mean?
just
But
if they were just
it's
like, oh, we've
kinda
made
shit.
these toys, they're licensed toys, it's great, but they promote it as Frank Kozik's
Yeah.
Bhunny. So
Yeah,
as soon
right.
as you're attaching an
Yeah,
artist name
yeah,
to
yeah,
it,
yeah,
now you're
right.
in our world because that's what a
Exactly.
designer toy inherently is.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to say it's a designer toy, then it's not, and if you're not trying to say it's a designer toy, then we have no right
Yeah,
to
yeah,
criticize.
Are
it.
they all Frank Kozik or just that one? There were like 6 of them that were designed
I
by
think
him.
this-
I feel like
platform
Yeah,
is
you're right.
designed by him. They're like the Bhunny design, the
Okay.
Bhunny.
if they're going into Loot Crate, the kind of person who subscribes to Loot Crate won't necessarily be on our newsletter, won't
Right.
necessarily know this world.
Right.
But they see a product by Kidrobot and they look that up.
Can I say one other thing
Absolutely.
too? Anyone who's watching this and thinks that we're being punks for saying any of this, you're right. But the reality is that we're just entitled to our opinion, and that's all this is. You
Right,
know,
but we're also criticizing it from a design toy perspective, not from a like, how can you make most money? How can you effectively create a licensed product? How can you bring an artist into a licensing world? How can you like? We're not looking at any
I'm
of
thinking
those
from someone sitting,
aspects.
like if someone was sitting at KR right now and heard us saying what we're saying, and they're going like, "Fuck those guys over at
Right.
Clutter. Who the fuck do they think they are?" It's like, you're right.
But I think it's right to critique a new platform in our industry or in a similar industry. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's important to say the pros and cons about it. And to be fair, it does come across a little bit lazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then just to talk about Kozik as an artist, like one of the very first toys that I ever bought as a totally green designer toy collector who really didn't know what I was purchasing, I bought a Kozik.
right.
Like that's what I like. I walked into Monkey King in LA and I was wandering around the store and I was like, I want that one, and I had no idea what I was buying, and I took home a Kozik, and it was like 3 years later that I was like, oh, that was a Kozik. Cool.
Well, let's not get away from the fact that we are and always have been strong supporters of the Kidrobot brand.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anything else anyone wants to say about it that we didn't say earlier?
It's got weird dents in its head.
It definitely feels like something that was created in a boardroom.
Yeah.
Like if you sat down and you made a list of the attributes of a Funko Pop, and you went down the list and you're like, well, we want to hit these markers, and what is that? And you kind of like went point by point and altered those points slightly, you would arrive at something similar to this.
Right.
Where's the... So, it's weird that this is the Trix mascot body.
It
That I
is,
didn't
right?
notice
It is.
until-
What is it?
It's
The Trix mascot, the Tricks Are for Kids bunny.
I was wondering why it looks so
Oh,
familiar
okay.
to me,
That's
and you
what
this-
just totally hit
That's
the
what
nail
this
on the
bunny
head.
Put
is.
big ears
If you
on
put
it,
big
what
ears
is
on it,
it?
it would be the Trix bunny.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's weird, but I stand behind what I said about it being designed in a corporate boardroom.
Sure.
I don't disagree with you. I do think, though, and I said this earlier, but the fact that Loot Crate subscribers are going to get something in their box that says Kidrobot, which I think happened a little bit towards the end of Loot
Yeah,
Crate's
absolutely
initial
did.
run,
We
but
were
it's
in Loot
still... Oh, really?
Yeah.
What did we put in Loot Crate?
Magazines.
Oh.
But
That was
even so,
very
I mean,
early on.
it's a different market than what we're normally marketing to, and so if someone who gets that is seeing Kidrobot, they Google what Kidrobot is, they see something else on their site that they think is interesting, or follow them on Instagram and see the artists they've been working with, there is a chance that this will promote designer toys in the long run. So as much as it is not our aesthetic, and as much as it is absolutely totally ripping off Funko and being very much sort of licensed junk, at the
And
end of the
badly
day,
produced.
and badly produced. At the end of the day, there is a chance because we've seen it with Funko, that it will bring more collectors and fans to us, to 5 Points, to Decon, to this world.
No, just because we... Whoa.
Whoa, man.
Hey. So we're kind of ending this video on a little bit of a weird note because we just like talked about a toy that we're not super psyched about.
But that's okay. Come to our party Friday night. 89 Crosby Street. It's gonna be rad. Ron's gonna be there. It's gonna be a party. Come and have fun.
Yeah, make sure you like and subscribe our videos.
Yeah.
Let us know how you feel about the bunny in the comments. Let us know how you feel about any of the toys in the comments. Ask us questions. Tell us we're pretty. Whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Whatever.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you. Bye.
See, don't kill anybody.
How much is she charging for that?
Thank you for killing it, CZ.
Hey man, I got this.
That was awesome. What's next? Tea in the face.
Tea in my nose. Went directly up my nose.